All right. The next thing then is to find the equation of the line. Now, I notice she says point slope form is this. I don't know if you guys learned it that way. I think you learned it with two subtractions. Okay, so I will show it in this form: y minus y1 equals the slope and times x minus x1. And you're probably wondering, where did that come from? Well, that is the slope formula for a line, just without the fraction. Okay, so and with x and y being every point on the line, and then there being a particular point of x1, y1. Okay, so instead of doing y2 minus y1, they have x2 and y2 being every other single point on the line. Okay, because if you subtract them and divide, you get the exact same thing. That's why it's a line. That's why it doesn't curve. So all they did was then multiply both sides of that equation then by the x2 minus x1, but without there actually being an x2. And what that does then, it gives you an equation. All right, and the previous one did too, but this is common. So you could leave it like that. You could leave it like that. If they ever ask you for the equation of a line, they don't really care what form you put it in. And if you're really addicted to y equals mx plus b, you can always go to that too. Nobody cares. But this is faster. And let me show you what I mean. Like on this previous one, we already, all right, and on the problems that we're going to be doing, that's f prime of a. So m, our slope, is f prime of a. And we just found that. We just found that a few minutes ago on example 4. And so for this particular one, the slope was, and I'll put it this way. Yeah, I'll put it right here. The slope is the answer for our last problem, f prime of 3, and that was 6, right? And then we know x2, x1, and y1. They're right here. So this is x1 and this is y1. And so really there's no work to be done. So here it is. So it's y minus y1 equals slope and then x minus x1. And that's all there is to do. Now, the only thing I can think of other than that is that perhaps it was a multiple choice question and they put it in slope intercept form, I guess. It could happen, right? It could happen. So if that's the case, then just a little bit of cleaning up. I don't even know what to do to make this any better. And then add 9 to both sides. And so the slope intercept form then would be y equals 6x minus 9. But I will tell you, on a free response question where they don't specify, they just want the equation of a line, that's perfectly fine. So just substitute your slope in, substitute your points in, and move on with your life. And that's all you got to do. So that was crazy fast.